General terms. So in terms of programming language, what is the constructor? See the definition here. So you can see what is a constructor. So here a constructor is a special function which has been same name as the class name, used for automatic initialization of data members. The constructor is automatically called on object creation. Okay, so you can see inside a class two things we are declaring. In last class we have discussed about the class and objects. So you can see inside a class we are going to declare two things. First one is variable, second one is function. So same thing here, constructor is one kind of function but something having special purpose. See what is the characteristics of constructor. First one, you can see it has same name as the class name. Okay, so you can see the characteristics of constructor. It has same name as the class name. Second, it is used for automatic initialization of data members. So one thing keep in mind, data members means variables. Data members means variables which we are going to define inside a class. So with constructor we can initialize all the data members, that means variables. Third characteristics, no return data type is used. Fourth one, it may have some parameters. Fifth one, it can be overloaded. Sixth one, it is automatically called on object creation. So just keep in mind this point. Now with examples I will explain you point by point later. Okay, so next point, what is the need of constructor? So you can see you have already used the constructor. Okay, so with example I can show you. Whenever we are going to create any object using this class, the statement we are writing like this: class name, then object name equal to new, then again class name. So one thing keep in mind, when you are using the class name with the bracket, for example here student class name here and we have written here with bracket, so this is especially a constructor which is defined inside a class. So one thing you can see, this line shows how to use the constructor. So constructor have one purpose in life, to create an instance of a class. So with example you can understand this one. The purpose of other methods by contrast in much more general, a method's basic function is to execute the Java code. Next thing, you can see how to define a constructor. Using simple example I am showing you. Consider the following class having a constructor. So you can see clearly here class name is student, then two variable is defined here, int roll number, then float marks. So two variable is here, int roll number and float marks. Good morning Suraj Oraon, you are late. Next thing here you can see again we have defined student with bracket. One thing you have to keep in mind, the here student, this function bracket means this is a function, but it is a special function where its name is same as the class name. You can see the class name is student here. Okay, you can see the class name is student here, same name we have used here for the function. This one again student with bracket, that means this is a constructor. And as per the usage of constructor, you can see it is used to initialize the data members. So you can see the variable, whatever the variable you have defined here inside a class, for example here roll number and marks. So these are the data members for the class. So these are the variables. So inside a constructor we are just initializing. So you can see the initializing roll number equal to 0. Initializing means the initial value when this object is going to create, initial value of the variable. So you can see we have set the initial value for roll number equal to 0 and marks equal to 0.0. So this constructor is used to initialize the initial value for the data members or variables. Okay, so this is the clarification for the constructor, how it is being used. Next one, the difference, main difference. So as you know, constructor is same as the function which we are going to define inside a class. So here you must know the difference between the constructor and methods. Methods is also known as function. Okay, so here is the difference between constructor and methods means function. So constructor, first point, you can see it has same name as the class name for constructor, but methods, it has different name than class name. Okay, for the methods, class name and the methods name, function name is different, but for the constructor, function name and the class name is same. Second difference, you can see it creates an instance of a class. Second, for the methods, it groups Java statements. It has, third point, it has no return data type, not even void also. In methods, it has void or a valid return data type. Fourth difference is here, it is called automatically on object creation. For the methods, it doesn't call automatically, it need to be called using object of the class. So this is the difference. Okay, using example I will tell you the difference between the constructor and methods. Okay, next thing, types of constructor. So next thing, types of constructor. So keep in mind there are three types of constructor. First one is default constructor, second one is parameterized constructor, third one is copy constructor. First one is default constructor. It is a type of constructor which having same name as the class name and it doesn't contain any arguments or parameters, which is used for the automatic initialization of data members. Second one, parameterized constructor. It is a type of constructor which having same name as the class name and it contains some arguments or parameters used for automatic initialization of data members. Third one is copy constructor. It is a type of constructor which having same name as the class name and it contains objects of same class as arguments or parameters used for automatic initialization of data members. Okay, so just keep in mind these three types of constructors are there. First one is default constructor, second parameterized constructor, third one copy constructor. So we will see the types of constructor later. So let's understand about the constructor first. So I am showing you one example here. Okay, now one example program. For the constructor. Okay, see, constructor based program is coming like this. In your screen there is a question, you can see clearly. Write a Java program to define a class rectangle. So same as given in class and object based question, class name is clearly defined here. What class name you should use in the given question, in the given program. Okay, so you can see the class name is given here rectangle. So same class name we have to use, which has following description. So here data members and instance variables, it is fixed. So one thing keep in mind, data members and instance variables are the variables which we are using inside a class. So here same two variable length and breadth. Second, member function methods. So here these five function we have to define. First one, here you can see rectangle, it having the same name as the class name, so it is a constructor. It is a default constructor to initialize length and breadth with 0. Second function here, rectangle with two parameter, int parameterized constructor to initialize data members. So here in this program, in this class, you can see two constructor we are going to define. Then input function, display function, area function. After these things, we have to write a main method where user will create an object of the class and call all the member functions. Okay, so this is the question. Now see how we are going to write the program. So same thing again, started with import java.io.star, import java.util.star. Then as the given class name here in question rectangle, so same class name we have to use here, class rectangle, when you define a class. So here two variable, that is data members, it is also called instance variable. So int length variable. Second variable you can see int breadth. Okay, so here you can see two data members, length and breadth. Okay, so here now, so this is the data members. Now member functions or methods. So first one is default constructor. So here you can see the default constructor we have defined, rectangle with bracket. So one thing keep in mind, this constructor name rectangle must be same as the class name. So you can see the class name is rectangle, so constructor name here it must be same rectangle. Okay, so here with bracket, here you can see bracket, that means it is a function. So here as we know, constructor is used to initialize the data members. So data members is here length and breadth. So we initialize the data members, that means variables length equal to 0, then breadth equal to 0. So we initialize the data members with 0. Then next one rectangle, again now it is with parameter. So one difference you can see here, first constructor, here it is second constructor. Only difference is here, in first constructor no any parameter is passed within a bracket, you can see. In second constructor you can see two parameter, two variable, int x and int y we have passed. So you can see the difference easily here. First constructor, this is the first constructor, same as class name. So first constructor is without any parameters, so it is known as default constructor. Second parameter, second constructor, you can see it having some parameter like int x, int y. So this constructor is known as parameterized constructor. So you can see the difference between two types of constructor. First one is default constructor. Default constructor having no any parameters. Second one is parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor is having some parameters. Okay, so this difference you can easily learn. So within a parameterized constructor, you can see whatever the parameter variable we have passed, it is assigned to data members. So we have passed int x, int y. So length equal to x, breadth equal to y. Okay, so parameterized constructor is used to initialize the data members with some other values, which we are going to pass using this x and y variable. Okay, next thing, a all other three function void input. So again, as you can see in last class, input is used to accept the values for length and breadth. So it is same as the code. You can see scanner, then system.out.println enter length, length equal to sc.nextInt, then system.out.println enter breadth, breadth equal to sc.nextInt. So this is the input function. Next you can see display function. So display function is used to print the values of length and width. Next function you can see area. Area is used to calculate the area of rectangle. So length into breadth. System.out.println area of rectangle AR. Okay, so all the function is completed here, and in last, public static void main string args rectangle ob equal to new rectangle. So here we are creating an object and calling all the function. And one thing you must know, whatever constructor we have defined, it doesn't need to call using the dot operator here. When we going to create the object, constructor is being called here using new operator. No need to call the constructor using dot like the other function. You can see the example here. ob.input function we have called, display function we have called using dot, area function we have called using dot, but constructor we are not calling like the other function. Constructor is being used here. You can see the example, rectangle ob equal to new rectangle. So constructor is being used here when we going to create an object. So same thing here. Now see the difference between constructor and other function. See, this is a constructor, rectangle without any bracket, rectangle without any parameters, other one rectangle with some parameters. So two type of constructor here, default constructor, second one parameterized constructor. So this is a constructor, and these are the function. You can see void input, void display, void area. These are the function. Now you see the difference between constructor and function. First difference you can see, constructor name having same name as the class name. You can see the class name is here rectangle, class rectangle. So same name constructor having rectangle and rectangle, but other function are not having the same name. Void input different name with class, void display different name with class. It must be different. Second difference you can easily see, these are the constructor rectangle, rectangle. Constructor doesn't having any return data type. Before the constructor, no any data type we have used, even void also we have not used. But before the function you can see input, it is a function. Before input we have used void, before display we have used void. You can see void is being used before the function name. So constructor is used without any data type or without any void statement. So that is the main difference here. Now see the this example program how we can do in JCreator. So same thing here, in previous class we have done already, that is rectangle class. So you can see the example. This is the rectangle class, import java.io, import java.util, class rectangle, length, breadth, void input function is here. You can see input function is already there. Void display function is already we have defined here as per last program. Void area we have defined already, and that is public static void main. So now you can see how to include the constructor in the given program. So one thing keep in mind, constructor name is same as class name. So what is the class name here? Rectangle. So constructor name we must keep the same. So here we are going to create the constructor. Two types of constructor we are going to create here. First one default and second one parameterized. See how you can see the we can create easily. Just see how. So one thing keep in mind, class name is here rectangle. So constructor name you must also use rectangle. See how. So this is the default constructor, rectangle, then again bracket. So this become constructor. So length equal to 0. This is the initial value of the length. Then again breadth equal to 0. So this is a constructor. So you can see class name, same name here we have used for the constructor. Okay, so constructor here rectangle, bracket, then open bracket here. Inside constructor you can see we have initialized the value of length with 0, breadth with 0. So one more thing, there is no any values in parameter, so this is default constructor. Second, parameterized constructor. So to define the parameterized constructor, again rectangle. Now in parameter we will include some variable like int x comma int y. Okay, then here inside a constructor, so you can see length equal to x. So you can see length is a data member variable and x is a parameter variable. So we assign the parameter variable into data member variable. Then again breadth equal to y. So this is, you can see, two types of constructor we have defined. First one is default constructor, and second constructor we have defined here parameterized constructor. So one thing you have to keep in mind, all the constructor having same name. See rectangle, same name with the class name. So class name is here rectangle, so constructor name is here rectangle and rectangle here. So both are different types of constructor. First one, keep in mind, if no any parameter we are passing here, it is default constructor. If some parameter we are passing here you can see x and y we have passed, it is parameterized constructor. So you can see this is a constructor. So this is default constructor, and second one is this is also a constructor with some parameter, so it is known as parameterized constructor. Okay, so here two types of constructor we have you have seen. First one is rectangle, this is default constructor, and second one is parameterized constructor. Okay, so all of you clear? Just respond me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, anybody, any question?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, where is copy constructor?
Yeah, copy constructor example I am not showing you now. it may be something complex for you. We will discuss about the copy constructor later. Just till now, just keep in mind there are three types of constructor: default, parameterized, and copy constructor. Copy constructor example I will show you later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any more question? Anybody? You can arise your question.
Sir, the previous program which you showed, there was something written at the end for the constructor also, and here you have not added anything extra.
Yeah, last in last class you have seen these two
In
constructor.
previous program. Sir, hello.
Yeah.
In the previous program before this, which you showed as an example of these two constructor, you have added something at the last, something extra.
Yeah, in last published void main you I mean to say. Okay, see here public is yes, yeah, that is also you must understand. See, all of you see clearly. Here you can see public static void main string args. Yeah, rectangle here ob. So object ob we are going to create using rectangle class. So here you can see, here we are using the constructor new rectangle. So here we are using the rectangle with bracket here. Bracket, that means it is a constructor. Constructor function doesn't need to call using the dot operator. Like this function you can see, input display area. These are called, these are the simple function. Okay. Another line you can see I have added something more. See how. Now you see the difference between them. No need to call here input. Yeah, here some values also we have passed. See how it is going to happen. See, here I have given the example. Two types of constructor is given here. First one is rectangle without any parameter. Second constructor you can see it having some parameter, that is parameterized constructor. So how to use these two types of constructor using this example you can see. First line you can see, we are going to create an object ob without any parameters. You see the constructor here, it is without any parameters. So this line will use here default constructor. So it will use default constructor. Okay. Now here see another one. Here we are going second line you can see, we are going to create object ob1. Okay, rectangle ob1 equal to new rectangle. Here we have passed two values 8 and 4 as parameter. So this line will use instead of default constructor it will use parameterized constructor. So now you can see the difference between these line. Here no any parameters, so it will use the default constructor. Here two parameters, so it will use the parameterized constructor. So I hope now you understood already how we have used the different line. All of you clear?
Sir, one more thing.
Yes.
Here you are saying ob dot will not be used, so we can remove this ob dot.
I have said ob dot will not be used. I mean to say here, see the clearly, ob dot rectangle, this bracket. Now you see here ob dot rectangle, this one will not be used like this. This one I have said ob dot rectangle. So this is a constructor.
Okay.
ob dot constructor, it will not be used. Keep in mind, because constructor is used here already, new constructor. Okay, so constructor is used already here, so no need to call constructor using ob dot. Now you understood already?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any more question? Any more doubt? Anybody? No doubt. Okay. See here, after this question, I have given some more question to do for all of you. So all of you, I hope you have done already in your class copy. Yeah, just reply.
Yes, sir.
All of you already completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.